So today, y'all, I was having a consultation, and it was a very sad consultation. Sad because I couldn't help the guy. And the reason I couldn't help the guy was because of this topic I'm talking about today. It was someone who thought they had the ability to marry when they really didn't. Someone who was here, had married a U.S. citizen, had experienced marital problems or abuse, qualified for vowing every other way. They had filed their own vow, I believe, or maybe with a lawyer some years back, and it was denied at the last part only because the person didn't actually have a proper divorce certificate. So it seems a very basic, very simple, very duh statement to make, but please make sure you are really divorced when you marry. Depending on which country you come from, that's a real problem. That's a real problem in some countries, like in Nigeria. If you're coming from Nigeria especially, and I know this because a lot of my clients are Nigerians, you really want to make sure you get your divorce certificate looked at. Get a lawyer in Nigeria, all right? Or even sometimes some lawyers here may know how to do it, to really check this divorce certificate to see like you are really divorced. Like make sure, in other words, you have the right to marry. And I'm telling you, this is like the most painful denial ever. Like if you get to an interview or you get to the end of the vow process, you've proved that you and your spouse were validly married to each other. You've proved that this marriage was abusive. You've proved everything except for this one minute small thing that you didn't know was going to be an issue. You get to the end and you find out your divorce certificate was never valid in the first place. That's a real pain. I'm telling y'all. I mean, when I was consulting this guy today, I could just hear the pain. He didn't want to let me go. He kept saying, is there any other way? Is there nothing you can do? Is there no other? And I was like, I don't think there's anything. There's no way around it. Like, that divorce is just not valid. It's not valid. And even if we're able to show that it's valid, now your case has already been denied. You've already filed a motion to reopen and it's still denied. Like, you know, like you are at the end of the road when you come to me. Like, there's nothing we could do. For this particular guy, I told him, maybe if you would have called me when you had your request for evidence, maybe we could have done something at that point. Maybe when at the stage where they had first issued you your motion to reopen and told you can appeal, maybe at that stage we could have done something. But after it's already denied and you already appealed and they denied it again based on that same thing, saying that the divorce certificate was never valid, then that's kind of like out of my hands now. Okay, so point of the story, make sure you are really divorced. Like, make sure you're really divorced when you get married.